Right, so no video last week, but I've done quite a lot of work, so I'll be doing one this week. This is part one. It's going to be quite an interesting week, to be fair, so I'll run through what's going on. Anybody who hasn't been keeping an eye on things will wonder what's happening with this door now, because normally there's a gull wing sat here, rested on this piece of piping here. Nice and safe. And obviously it's not there now, so what I've decided, if you've been looking at the Project Stormtrooper Facebook page this week, you'll know that I'm not doing the gull wing anymore. It wasn't going to work. Nightmare. So that was just, yeah, it's going to be problems all around. Too much hard work to do it. Getting it looking right was just going to be ridiculous. So I thought, you know what, be a little bit sensible for change. And, well, not that sensible once you hear the plan. Yeah, I'll run through what's going on. So basically, general gist is now I've taken out the hinges, the 3 hinges here. They've all gone. All these sections have been cut out where it was before. Still technically there, the roof's there and everything else, so it's all fine. But obviously, yeah, needed cutting out, so it's all nice and straight now and flat. Well, ish. It will be anyway. And what I've decided to do, can I go from this angle? I don't know, probably. There we go. What I've decided to do is put some brackets on here, basically roughly where these are, weld these on, build some brackets on there so it sort of sticks out and then comes up a little bit, and they're like some hooks, and then basically the door itself will hook on, so it'll hook on over there. It'll also hook on probably somewhere here, or maybe somewhere down here, I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it's going to attach there and at the bottom, and then probably somewhere else as well at some points. As long as it looks tidy, that's the main thing. So what I'll be able to do is, rather than having the gull wing door coming up like that, instead the door's going to be removable, so it'll come off completely, the whole section, and then I'll be able to hang it on, come on this end. Also, there's no hinges here anymore because I rebuilt everything, but I'll be able to hang it on a bracket hinge here, so there'll be basically a little bit of a modification to this side, or it might even be here somewhere along here. I think I'll just have to change things, but there'll be a bracket anyway built into here, and then I'll be able to hang the door on and it'll come out here like a normal door, but obviously no hinge. I'll just be able to unhitch it as and when I like. Bit different, something a bit sort of crazy and mad, but you know what I'm like. So there you go, it's going to be easier than the gull wing anyway, so that's the main thing. What I have done, I'll show you, is got the door. The old door's over there. There you go, you can see that where the other piece was. The bottom section's missing completely where I've taken it off. There's actually, well, I've got a door, which is basically, you can see that there's not much of it left. There's actually more of it over here in the pile, which is taken off and cut out. And the rubbers and glass and everything else, didn't need any of that, didn't need a handle, window mechanism, anything. No sort of anything really, to be fair. So this is basically a frame. I've still got to cut out this section at the back here. Where are we? Try this back. There we go. So this section here is where the original door is. It normally comes down here. I haven't cut it yet because otherwise these two pieces will be separate and it will flap about and bend. So I'm going to weld some pieces in here to make it nice and strong in between the two. There'll still be a nice back on it, because at the moment there's no real back on it at all. Let's try and show you that without bending it too much. It's fairly sturdy still. There you go. So yeah, there you go. All the stuff's gone. So there's strength bars out of there. So the handle's out. All the sections here are all being cut out. That piece at the end there is staying in because I can use that as part of the part of it basically to attach the fiberglass section to that's going to be there in all the welding sections. But all this obviously has been taken out. All the extra beams here so that it fits properly on the door. With how it is now. So this will be cut down here, that's why it's basically like this, so it's going to be like that once it's all done. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm going to be doing some welding to get the strength back in, then cut this, then get it fit on the car roughly where it's going to be, which I'm hoping to have a picture or video or something like that by the end of this week. And then yeah, crack on from there. Obviously I've got to do the other side as well, got to get another door, but it's going to be easier than messing about with this whole thing I had before, which was a nightmare. So and obviously there is now, well, there's still not going to be a window in there, but it's not going to look anything like this crazy thing I made before. So watch this space basically. So yeah, I'll do part 2 because I'll be doing some work over the next couple of days, and let me know what you think. Okay, so part 2. I've done quite a lot since part 1. I'll run you through what I've been up to. Obviously you can see the difference straight away anyway. The door is now cut to size, cut to shape. All the fittings have technically done, obviously not the final fittings or anything. Obviously the gaps and stuff need looking at, of course. This is just for fiberglass and purposes, early days basically, with the first and second layers of fiberglass now gone on the door. So there's basically going to be no windows at all on the doors. This will have like a perspex cover over here, so it's not going to look all lumpy and horrible, obviously, but it's going to be a perspex sheet over here. It's going to look like a normal window, obviously wrapped in black, so it'll look like a window. And then I've chopped away this section, same as did on the last door, this whole area, because this used to have like a panel piece here, like a sticking out bit, where obviously it used to be the original door piece. That's now been taken back, re-welded, and then fiberglassed over the top, basically, so that the idea is the perspex goes across here and stops literally where this window finishes. These holes have still got to be done. I did it on the last window. I fiberglassed over those and got it all flat and nice, which these will be done again. Obviously this will be wrapped as well in black, but obviously yeah, the perspex itself will come right to the edge of there, so it'll look like a pillarless all one section. Basically that's the idea. That's my original plan, so it's going pretty well and works nice, so that'll look good. But yeah, first and second layers, as I say, are on. The everything's basically as it should be. I've definitely made a decision, the correct decision, to change doors, because it would have been such a mission to get everything straight and everything else. So now at least these lines here, obviously that line's going to come down there. Now it's the original line technically from the door, and then I've just got to redo the piece here. Obviously that's off this side. You can see where the difference is. I've sort of started doing it already, a little bit of a trim through there. So yeah, that's looking good so far. So it's only just screwed in at the moment. It's literally just got some screws in here just to hold it in place, so I know exactly where I am. The fitment side of things on the top here, obviously the hinges are all gone now. You can see here obviously where it's going to sit, all nice and smooth along there, and very minimal gap. There's going to be literally about that kind of gap in the end, a couple of mil all the way along there, rather than rubbers and all sorts to just make it look a bit not good really on old cars. Basically they used to have all sorts of gaps and things, which this one won't. Obviously it won't be watertight, but it'll look nice. That's the main thing. Another piece I've been doing, I've decided, after listening to a few people, that 2 Supertweeters in each side wasn't going to sound as good as one. So what I'm doing is I've filled these two, well not filled, the fiberglass, these 2 holes, that one and that one. I'm keeping the Supertweeters in these 2 sides, this side and that side, and then the 2 that we're going to go in there are either going to go in the front under the bonnet, which probably not, or in the tailgate at the back, which is most likely. I think that's probably a good plan. So they'll be in there as well. I think that's it. So basically, yeah, so the next time I see it, there'll be some more fiberglass done, more filler work done on top of that. I'll be getting all these edges nicely trimmed and the right sort of edges round here and flatted and stuff, so things will fit properly. So yeah, looking quite good. So yeah, feel free to let me know what you think, and feel free to subscribe and comment whatever you think.